So here's what corporate's not telling you. At some point, you have to acknowledge that when you walk into that boardroom, into the conference room, into that next meeting, there are three different people that shows up with you and you don't even realize it. So essentially, if you are a leader and you feel exhausted, it's not because of the workload. Again, corporate's not going to tell you this, so I'm the coach that's going to speak the truth to you. It's not because of the workload. It is because of the 500-pound mask that you continue to wear in your leadership role, because the three people that are showing up are people different sides of you that you don't even realize it. And the reason you don't realize it is because you've been playing the game for so long that you don't know how to be your authentic self while you're in leadership. So get your pen and paper, because here comes the secret sauce. So let's break down this 3-part series. Number one, there's the person that you are. This is based on your experiences, your thinking process, your core values. That is who you are at the core. So that's number one. Then there's number two, the person that you pretend to be. That's the mask that you've been wearing, the boss, the person that has to have all the answers, the person that has to do well, the person that has to put this front on when you come into the boardroom and the conference room when you're in front of other people. This is the one that never shows weakness, always smile, but they know that you're being inauthentic. You just don't realize it yet. And then number three, that's the person you want to become, your highest self, the visionary, the legacy builder. When you walk into a room, there are three people with you. You have not realized it yet. I just broke it down, but here's the thing I need you to understand. The reason you haven't realized it is because you are stuck in the weeds with who you think you need to be instead of being your authentic self. And everyone around you sees that you're being inauthentic. You just don't realize it yet. So now this is where the burnout happens, because you spend 90% of your day trying to cover for person number two, which is the mask. And see, if the mask comes off, that means your vulnerability shows. That means that you may not know what they think you know. That means that someone will see that there is a weakness and or a crack in your leadership. So now the wider the gap between who you are and who you pretend to be, the more stressed out, the more challenging, the more that mask will continue to run you and or ruin your career. So how do we fix it? We get back to knowing and understanding how to be authentic in our leadership, how to strategize in our leadership while still being authentic. So truly, it's about ignoring the mask entirely. You don't need a mask. You need to know and understand your personality and the strategy that goes along with it in order to move you up in your career, in order for you to continue to be visible. You don't need a mask. You're exhausted, not from strategy. You're exhausted from the mask all day. And that mask is putting you in a place where you've been pretending, and there's so much distance in between who you are and the mask. You've been pretending day in and day out, and you don't know how to come out of it. So then what do I do as a leadership coach? I help you to know and understand your personal leadership identity, who you are as a leader, what your values are, what that looks like for you within your role. You don't even realize that you can use your personality as leverage to get what you want. But because you've been wearing the mask for so long, and because you don't have a strategy, you've been without this for so long that you now don't know what to do and you can't see a way out of the weeds. Well, let me help you with that. This is exactly what I talk about in my clients in one-on-one. That is the very first thing we tackle, your leadership identity. The reason it's so important is because as a leader, you can still be your authentic self. You don't have to wear the mask. You can still be your authentic self, who you are at the core. And then you take that, who you are at the core, leverage your personality, because that works in tandem with, or correlates to, the visionary that you want everybody else to see. But you have to get to the authentic place first before you're actually able to really show who you are in your leadership. That's it. It sounds, listen, it's worth a try. You've tried everything else. To me, it's fairly easy. Now, if you need help, right here at DanisSheldon.net, that's exactly what I'm talking about in one-on-ones. That's exactly what we talk about in group coaching. That's the first portion of the 2-hour masterclass that's coming up. Listen, what have you got to lose? At this point, you've tried everything else. So if you're tired of playing a character instead of running the company, if you're ready to have a strategy, if you're ready to close the gap in who you truly are and how you want others to perceive you, if you're tired of wearing the mask, then that's what I'm here for. Like, comment, and follow for more, and happy leading.